Hello, this is Brooks with Thompson Machine. We've gotten a few requests for disassembly, cleaning, and reassembly of the ISIS22, so I'm going to show that to you guys today. It's really simple. It's very similar to Richard's videos of disassembling and cleaning the ISIS2 9mm that he cleaned. I'm not going to use his toothbrush though, because I'm nice. So here you go. Action's back, gun's clear. I'm just going to take it off our 22-45. This can has a couple hundred rounds through it. And what I can't emphasize enough is how important it is to take it apart right after you shoot it. Because what happens is a byproduct of combustion is always going to be water. And when you mix that water with the carbon and the lead and whatnot, you get kind of a slurry that will harden into a cement if you let it sit. If you don't let it sit, though, they're usually quite easy to take apart. So anyway, unscrew the cap, turn in half, push with the heel of your hand. And generally that's all you'll need after just, a couple hundred rounds. So let's take it apart. Let's see how dirty it is. Slide the core right out of the tube. You can see some carbon and crap coming out. And at the range, with my personal cans of ours, and Richard has the same habit, every time we shoot, we just literally take the core out, shake it off, put some oil on the core, and put it back together. That's usually the extent of the cleaning we do. And you really won't have any trouble taking your can apart if you do that. If you let it sit, it's trouble. So much easier just to clean it, just to disassemble it, oil it, put it back together at the range. So anyway, just like I showed, just slide the core out. You got three pieces. You got the tube, no threads in it. You've got the core here, and you've got the muzzle cap. So I like to use soap and water just because it's you're not exposing yourself to any who knows solvents and whatnot, but there are a bunch of solvents that work really well. And just use common sense and don't absorb too much of it. What I was going to show you guys is when you disassemble this can, you don't need any tools. So over here, I have a selection of tools. Which of these tools do you need to disassemble any of our suppressors? None of them. Zero of them. Especially none of these. None of these. Definitely no pipe wrenches. Just don't do it. Anyway, that's about the size of it. I'm going to take it over to the sink, give it a scrub with a brush. You don't have to have it perfectly clean. Just keep the big chunks out of it. And we'll show you cleaning real quick. Alright, here we are in the executive bathroom. We've got the core. All you got to do, take a little dish soap, put it on it, turn your water on hot. Pretty basic, just scrub it down, scrub the threads down, rinse it off. And there's going to be some buildup after thousands of rounds on the faces of your baffles. You really don't even need to worry about it. The deal is you just don't want to fill the can up with crap, and you don't want the can to be difficult to disassemble. If you keep it easy to disassemble, then you are doing your part. Alright, let's blow it off and put it back together. We have the luxury of having air here, so you don't want to put it back together wet. And now we'll take it over, oil it, and do the final reassembly. Alright, of course we have the luxury of having compressed air here at the ready, but if you don't have a compressor or you don't have compressed air, after you wash it off, just dry it with a rag or whatever and sit it up disassembled on a paper towel somewhere, preferably out of reach of your children so they can't lick it or something. But anyway, let it dry a couple hours. Reassembly is very simple. We've got some, I use 5W20 motor oil. Works really well. In a little bottle here, do a little squirt along each side. You can be pretty generous with it. You can put the engraving on either side of the tube because it's It's, I mean, you put the engraving on either side of the can because it's threadless. Slide it together. That O-ring's going to engage. And then you got your muzzle cap. Screw your muzzle cap on. And all you have to do is just screw it so it's snug. That's it. No need for any tools. No need to put too much force into it. And your can is ready to either be stored or go back into use. There you have it. Thompson Machine ISIS22 cleaning.
Nice.